Jeez. So anyway, I'm here to tell you a story tonight. It's a bit of an embarrassing story. It's really embarrassing to me anyway, and it's going to be funny to you. Which the Germans have a word for. It's called Schadenfreude. They're the only actual language that have a word for that, which I find a bit weird because they left it to the rest of the world to find a word for when Schadenfreude gets out of hand. That's what we now call the Holocaust. But it took place 2 years ago. It was the 27th of December, the day after Christmas. And I don't know what you do with Christmas in New Zealand, but in Holland we eat, and we eat for like 2 days until you're packed, and you eat enough for your New Year's resolution so you can lose weight, so you don't have to quit smoking. So anyway, my parents and my in-laws, they both live in the same town. Me and my girlfriend, we used to live an hour away, strategically, so we would go over and see the entire miserable bunch, all at the same time, and just fuck off until Easter again. So on Friday we went to the in-laws. We had a big, huge dinner. I made it through the night without killing myself and or others. We slept over at my parents' house, had a huge breakfast. In the evening, another huge dinner. And you know when you're having a big dinner and you're done and you keep on just dipping the food and eating anything that's on the table because someone else is still eating? When you're having dinner with my brother, dinner sort of ends when the wolf on his t-shirt is just as fat as he is. And it's in 3D. So that took a while. We slept over at my parents again, had a big dinner, a big breakfast the next morning. We fucked off home. See you next Easter. Dinner time on Sunday, my girlfriend didn't want to cook. I'm a dude, so we ordered in. Ate again. I wasn't even hungry, but you know, it's dinner time, so you eat anyway. Ate again, went to bed. Next morning I wake up and I go to work. I ride my bike to the train station, as we do in Holland. I miss my train and I have to wait for about 10 minutes. I get a really disgusting coffee from a machine. I light up a cigarette and I realize 4 things. 1, and smokers will know this, smoking is a laxative. 2, coffee drinkers will know this, coffee is a really good laxative as well. 3, the last shit I had was on Saturday afternoon, and that wasn't really big enough to write a Facebook status about either. 4, coffee and cigarettes are the mother of all laxatives. So I put out my cigarette, I throw away my coffee, which is really hardcore if you're Dutch and you pay for it. And my stomach begins to growl. And at this point, I've known my stomach for about 27 years, 1 month and 12 days. So I could tell that it was angry. Train comes in, I get on the train, I start releasing some gas while flaring my nostrils at other people, thus incriminating them. I get off at my stop, and I walk out of the train station. I'm thinking, where am I going to find a toilet? But because it's about 6:45 in the morning, everything's closed. So I just walk to work in what I can only describe as a penguin-like fashion. As you do. And the road to work, it's about 2 streets, and in between there is a square. As I enter the square, my stomach decides to turn it up a notch, so I start sweating all over, even from my eyeballs, which are also known as tears. And I have a realization at that point. I think to myself, if I start running now, I can drastically reduce the time between this moment and the toilet. Besides, it's very possible that it's physically impossible to run and have a shit at the same time. So I decide to leg it. I'm sweating all over. I can feel every individual hair on my body because they're all tingling, and I'm running in shoes that only Alexander Sparrow would call casual or comfortable. And I start legging it on the last street to work, and there's water to my right, there's a bridge over there, and on the other side of the bridge is my office building. I am literally 5 meters away from the bridge when my ass just tells me, with or without pants, this shit's going down. So I did what any man or woman in this room would have done. I ran to the side of the bridge, I took my big jacket backwards, pulled down my pants, and took the most epic shit I have ever done in my life. I'm halfway through, and my relief sort of gets pushed aside by embarrassment, self-loathing, and a strange form of pride. when I get a phone call, and I look on my phone, and it's one of my direct colleagues, his name is Mark, and I look to my right at my office building, and there he is standing in the window with the Spanish cleaning lady by his side. Like that. And I said, Mark, can you bring me some toilet paper? Because the only paper I have is money and business cards. And I wasn't going to pay for that shit. He said, well, I guess you're going to have to own that shit. And so I did. That kind of was my story. I like to thank all of you. This was my first